Imagine an aircraft so ahead of its time, it looked like it had flown straight out of the future. A sleek bomber, as fast as a fighter, carrying the atomic bomb across the globe. I'm talking about the Boeing B-47 Stratojet. And trust me, you absolutely need to stay from beginning to end of this video. Why? Because at the 5-minute mark, we'll reveal why this technological marvel almost never made it into the skies. And at the 10-minute mark, you'll learn how it transformed air warfare forever and paved the way for the modern jets we know today. But first, let me ask you something. What's your favorite aircraft in history? Or better yet, drop the name of the family member you love the most down in the comments. Why? Because I want to see if love can fill this video faster than the engines of a B-47. All right, strap in. We're about to dive into the incredible story of an aircraft that changed the face of the Cold War. Take a second to subscribe. It costs nothing, and it's free. Part 1. The birth of a futuristic giant. In 1944, World War II was nearing its end. Giant bombers like the B-29 had proven their power, but a new era was coming, the jet age. American engineers were stunned by German breakthroughs, swept wings, jet engines, and the Messerschmitt Me-262. So Boeing received an almost impossible mission: design a jet-powered bomber capable of carrying the atomic bomb, flying higher and faster than anything else in the sky. The result? The B-47 Stratojet. A long, slender fuselage, 35-degree swept wings, 6 turbojet engines mounted under the wings, and a top speed near 600 miles per hour. At its unveiling, it looked like something from science fiction. Some pilots even said it resembled a rocket more than an airplane. But success was far from guaranteed. And as promised, at the 5-minute mark, you'll discover why this technological marvel almost never made it into the skies. Part 2. The deadly challenges of the B-47. The B-47 was a marvel, but it was also a nightmare. Its wings, incredibly thin, were so flexible they could bend several feet in midair. Imagine being a pilot and watching your wings dance like branches in a storm. Then came takeoff and landing. With its long wings and narrow landing gear, bringing a B-47 down safely required surgical precision. Many aircraft were lost simply trying to return to the runway. And let's not forget about the nuclear mission. Crews had to train for low-altitude, high-speed runs to evade Soviet radar, a maneuver so dangerous that many pilots joked, "Our real enemy isn't Moscow, it's our own airplane." Quick question for you. Would you have had the courage to climb aboard this steel monster, knowing each flight could be your last? Type your answer in the comments. Part 3. The secret weapon of the Cold War. Despite its flaws, more than 2,000 B-47s were built. Why? Because it arrived at the exact moment America needed to showcase its strength. In the 1950s, at the height of the Cold War, hundreds of B-47s patrolled the skies day and night, always ready to strike. This was nuclear deterrence, proving that the United States could respond to any Soviet attack within minutes. Picture the scene. Entire squadrons of Stratojets lined up on air bases, engines roaring, pilots strapped in, waiting for the signal to launch. The B-47 never dropped a single nuclear bomb in combat, but its presence alone was a weapon. A message to the Kremlin: do not touch the West or you'll be turned to ashes. And that's why at the 10-minute mark, we see that the B-47 wasn't just an airplane. It was a symbol of American air dominance. Part 4. The legacy of the Stratojet. The B-47 was eventually replaced in the 1960s by its legendary big brother, the B-52 Stratoforce. But its legacy is enormous. Its swept wings inspired a whole generation of airliners, from the Boeing 707 to the Concorde. Its underwing engines became the standard for nearly every modern jetliner. And above all, it proved that speed and altitude could be weapons as powerful as bombs. In a sense, every jet you see in the sky today carries a little bit of B-47 DNA. The Boeing B-47 Stratojet wasn't perfect. It was dangerous, demanding, sometimes deadly for its crews. But it opened a new era, the jet age, and it gave the United States the power to stand firm against the Soviet Union. So now, I want to know, what do you think is the most beautiful aircraft in history? Write it down in the comments, and don't forget to add your country's flag so I can see where you're watching from. And if you enjoyed this journey into aviation history, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next story. Because remember, behind every aircraft, there's a story. And today, you've just discovered one that helped change the world. See you in the skies.